Ours was an ordinary family. Das ist jetzt It, ne, der erzählt. A strict but reliable father, a kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed. Das ist, als sie zu Miyang geworden ist, weil die vorherige Miyang gestorben ist. She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. He had some important work. Oh, das ist gruselig. When Father was away from home, Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. Das ist das, was wir in Solaris gesehen haben, was Faye auch einmal kurz selbst als Flashback hatte. Inside there were many strangely dressed people. Many types of probes were injected into Faye's body as the start to some kind of experiments. The tests caused Faye much pain. No, help me, what are you doing? No, Mom, no. Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way of resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, the experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anime relics. This psychic contact with Faye was to force him to awaken. But no one could make contact with Faye. The power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. This is unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? Psychic contact? What do you mean by awaken me? Das hat Faye gesagt. Jetzt wieder It. To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, the old, the young, even demi-humans, suffering, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered and tumbled about Faye like broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of Father, she acted normally. When Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct and the experiments, Father's mind was taken up by his work and he didn't really listen. He thought it was just childhood fantasies. Gruselig. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate persona to deal with things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon me the moment they arose. From the time of my division from him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, Father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior. Cool gemacht mit dem Schatten. But it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. The puppets were broken and Faye's heart was too. What would make Mother do such a thing? Mother repeated the experiments to study the power she knew existed within me. Yes, that woman, Mother, was Miyang. That's a lie. No, it's true. Mother was Miyang? That's right, Karen had become Miyang. What is that you say? It's nothing special. Miyang does not have only one host body. Miyang's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Any one of them could become Miyang. It just happened to be Mother's turn, only Ellie was special originally. Oh. Karen, or Myung, noticed that Faye's memory time access had increased 2 or 3-fold. She then became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact? Yes, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me. And why the time had come. Wer ist he? He ist Graf. Stop it. Cut it out. Beziehungsweise Lacan. Dad, Dad. Mom, help Dad. Hey Mom, why aren't you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die. Graf came, seeking the power that exists within me, to return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan. We, his descendants who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories from him, know only too well. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. He was probably unable to do this after his contact with the existence. The bodies died, but Lacan's spirit continued living by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul at last to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body. The body of Faye. Father fought him, but he couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on while coughing up his lifeblood. Graf made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. He gave into his feelings and released his power, and as a result, Mother died. Mom. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking the responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. He pushed all the bad things onto me, but kept all the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. And he shut himself away with those memories inside his own little shell forever. This is the place. What you see before you is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. That's what this is. Stop it, just stop it. These things, are these all there is to us? Enough already, there's nothing here, just a world filled with deception and pain. It can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. I was a fool. It was all my fault. I was so busy with my duties in Shevad that I didn't notice Karen had changed. I couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing you can do now is die by my hand. Even still, I will show you that I can save you. Dad, stop it, Id. Father has done nothing wrong. I know. This one is the real culprit. Mother and Father had no choice. Thanks. Pass it back to me. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. It's all a lie. It's a lie. It's a trick. All of it. All of it. All of it. No, get out. This is my room. I thought you would always be with me. Why won't you see reality? Happiness, sadness, aren't these all parts that combine to make the whole? Why won't you show him? Why don't you also show it what you always watch? No, that's mine. I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother. You should talk. You're the one who killed Mother. No, I didn't. You did. I did not kill her. Mother didn't care for you. Father didn't notice either. That's why you killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't. Knock it off. We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Miyoung or because Father didn't notice. Don't look outside for the reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. Yes, Mother was Miyoung, and I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it onto it alone. We are all one person. We must all become one, right, Faye? Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to the reality that you don't want to see. Show them to it everything you took for yourself. Lass kurz davor sich selber zu. Oh. Lies, that woman, this scene, all illusions he made up. My consciousness can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. That's enough. Doing that isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. That is the truth, right? But reality isn't all Grimid. My power couldn't save anyone. It only destroyed. I thought that I could only make a connection with others through destruction, so I had to destroy it all. People, the world, even Ellie. No, that's not the case. We can save others just as our mother, despite being Miyoung, saved us. Our power can save people. We can save Ellie. That's a first. Mother being so warm. To me, she almost seems too warm. Faye, take the memories I have within me. You must know what it used to be like up until now. Know our identity about who we are, then figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Das ist vor 10.000 Jahren. Elheim. Abel, live. Der erste Faye. I just can't hand our child over to you. Live. Lacan, live. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. What is this place? My execution site? Why do you turn on me? I thought we were friends. Who is it? Did I cause this? What has happened to me? What have I become? Hat er damals als Lacan wohl auch schon mal so einen Id-Moment gehabt? I will live. Even if I go to hell, I will live till the end of this world, and if the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Jetzt geht's los. Faye. Faye. Who is it? Who's calling me? I am R. Das müsste eigentlich Zohar sein. What is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. God? God. Some would refer to me as that. From a certain point of view, it is right to view me as such, but at the same time I am not. I am also a part of you. A part of me? I am defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Why? Who? What are you? In one word, existence. Existence? In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am an existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand, it is a world where everything acts as kinds of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe, the place where time and space is controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence. What does such an existence have to do with me? Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet, Earth, to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, those people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus. Zohar was used as its primary source of power. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deus, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimensional space. As a result, that reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Sephiroth, or the domain you are in right now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound inside Zohar, the cage of fleshly existence. Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I have always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension, the will. That one is you. It was a special feature? Yes. I was given a special attribute of a human by you, the contact, when you observed me. I was given a mother's will. A mother's will? I'm sure you remember. After my descent, you had contact with the modifier engine Zohar. Der erste Faye kommt nicht von dem Xenogears Planeten. Der war ein echter Mensch. Und hieß Abel. As a contact, being but only a child, You defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Er war ein Kind namens Abel, das während dem ersten Connection-Experiment mit dem Zohar als Energiequelle für Deus in dem Moment sich auf der Suche nach seiner Mutter, weil er sich krass verlaufen hatte, könnte man sagen, ist eben in den Bereich des Experiments gestolpert und hat die Wave Existence observed, als sie gerade in Zohar fuhr. As a contact being but only a child, you defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus I came to prepare the mother's will. That will is Elheim. Ellie's disposition was influenced by me? Yes. My will was incarnated through a biocomputer, which was vital for Deus. After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element. Ja, genau. That is her. Der Zohar Modifier hat halt dieses Persona-Kadomoni-Computer-Ding in sich drin, das biologische Materie schaffen kann. Und in dem Moment, in dem er sozusagen das Ding observed hat, hat es seinen Willen aufgefasst und dann durch Zugriff auf Kadomoni den Willen inkarniert in Form einer Ellie. I was split by your contact. My physical form or flesh stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Elheim and my power went into you. That's why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshly existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Elheim, as well as my other split physical form, Deus. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body in the four-dimensional world. Zohar is perfect. In the four-dimensional world, Zohar is perfect, so in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact. What about Ellie? If Zohar is destroyed, what will become of Ellie? Zohar and Deus are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system that serves as the Deus weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deus system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension, but I am also bound to the system just as she is, so I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from the spell. Just as Deus and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable. Alright, I'll destroy Deus and the Zohar modifier, and I will save Ellie. You have experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. Our contact and the resulting transference of power and will between you and I most likely played a factor in splitting your personality. I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone besides myself. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, with the passing of time the cause becomes more remote. It is a problem that comes from within myself that I myself must deal with. I see. You have managed to accept those tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. If you have succeeded to do all these things, I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us, use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar. Wait, there's more I need to ask you. The system is awakening. Ask her later. Ein ganz bisschen noch. Und man könnte es so zusammenfassen, dass die Wave Existence beim Kontakt mit Faye den Virus Faye und Ellie sozusagen in das Resurrection-Programm von Deus geschrieben hat, damit die immer wieder geboren werden, bis sie irgendwann ihre Rolle erfüllen, ihn zu befreien. Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You have become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me. Oh. Dad, don't worry. This is good. This is, after all... Dad, you and I must become one. Huh? Graf, what's going on? I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, your merging in the inherited memories you had acquired, there was no way for you to know of this since you had lost your memory at that point. Ja, habt ihr jemals Graf und Wiseman im selben Raum gesehen? Es gibt im Turnier in AW, wo man die Wachen ablenkt, damit Bart das Schloss infiltrieren kann und Margie retten kann, kämpft man gegen Wiseman, der sich dann irgendwann anfängt mit einem zu unterhalten, aber auf einmal in die Knie geht und sagt, oh nein, es ist Zeit. Und dann haut er einfach ab. Es war nämlich Zeit, sich in Graf zurückzuverwandeln. Weil beide nicht so richtig, immer so hin und her reißen um die Kontrolle um den Körper. Oder als sie nach Zebo-Im gehen, ist Graf unter Wasser und Miang bittet ihn, ihr einen Gefallen zu tun und da einzuschreiten. Und dann taucht Wiseman auf und hält ihn auf. Da hat Graf sozusagen freiwillig auf Miangs Bitte hin Wiseman Platz gemacht. At the point in which I merged with your father. Impossible. What about Wiseman? What about father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wiseman. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad. I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan, and Khan is me. He has become one with me, so you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. Ooh. Protecting your master? Then so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight me. It's no use. I know you're Lacan and that you're a part of me, but that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia, what killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue Ellie, so don't get in my way. Wake up. Open your eyes, father. Lacan. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me. I can't. I see, then there's no choice. Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it. Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember that sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? You still don't understand, even after your contact with the existence. I came to understand after my contact with the existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang, Elheim will be born time and again. Er hat sogar tatsächlich mal einer von diesen Ich will die ganze Welt zerstören Bösewichten, die tatsächlich einen logischen Grund dafür haben. Then all living things may as well perish along with Deus itself. That is the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I will obliterate all living things. Then I will use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Miang and Elheim are not just Deus' mouthpieces. That woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at the last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You will see, I will bring Ellie back. Father, no, Graf, Lacan, if you won't back down. Never. Then I have no choice. Ja, dieses dumme, ewige Dunkel, ey. Du hast den letzten Endgegner besiegt, dann komm jetzt ich hier, das ist irgendwie dunkel. Ich bin einfach mal, ich mach alles kaputt, weil ich so total doof und böse und dunkel bin. Wer zum Teufel bist du? The time has come to truly become one. Nee, das fand ich halt tatsächlich immer cool bei Graf. Er kommt halt erst so als dieser typische, ich will einfach alles zerstören, Bösewicht, wo man halt immer erst denkt, oh, das ist ja total kreativ. Aber er hat tatsächlich einen logischen Grund, weil er eben der Ansicht ist, Miyang wird sowieso immer wieder geboren. Also die einzige Möglichkeit, das Deus-Programm zu stoppen, ist, alles zu zerstören, was das Deus-Programm hervorgebracht hat. Und dadurch halt eben auch Miyang. So, und wir haben jetzt unseren letzten Gear. Der heißt nicht mehr Weltall, der heißt Xenogears. Und haut direkt mal daneben. Das heißt, wir haben jetzt auch nicht mehr System Id. Das ist jetzt vorbei, weil wir jetzt mit Id verschmolzen sind. Aber wir haben Hypermode-Wahrscheinlichkeit 99%. Ja, mach mal. Ich habe genug HP und ich werde dich gleich in Grund und Boden stampfen. Das ist jetzt nicht so wirklich ein spannender Kampf. Oder? Vielleicht kommt ja noch eine Überraschung. Aber vielleicht sollte ich mal Booster anmachen, damit ich ein bisschen schneller bin. Ich habe ja genug Fuel. So, und ich bin schon im Hypermode. Dadurch, dass ich den Booster angemacht habe, bin ich im Hypermode gelandet. Auch gut. Kann ich mitleben. Yeah. Und davon kriegst du gleich noch mehr. Machen wir mal Dreieck, damit ihr das auch mal seht. Macht sogar so ziemlich genau die Art von Schaden. Nochmal das. Tja, da kommt es nicht gegen an, wa? Wirklich, das war natürlich ein sehr knapper Kampf. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's all right, Dad. I understand. You are not Graf. You are my father, and you and Graf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It is the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. What, my buddy? Zohar is after you, the last piece to combine with Deus' system. It seeks to unify with you, the first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I am an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into two. Eventually his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated. Bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him, he was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Graf, that is me. I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I'm still half of you. That fact remains. Although I am imperfect, I can merge temporarily with Zohar, and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deus' system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus and this Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad, as you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Miyang is beginning to break free from her bonds. Now that Elheim has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement, up to her current transmigration. That includes all of the lives she has lived as Miyang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? They cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. What's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's? Or my mother's? It's nothing. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's little time left now, for me and for our planet. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our Genesis. Das Teil aus dem Intro, wo Miang herausgestiegen ist. We, no, humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash-landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose from out of it. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Geisel Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother Ellie and the weapon Miang, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie. Wie gesagt, er ist eigentlich der einzige Mensch damals gewesen. Der ist nicht geschaffen worden von dem Programm, sondern war der einzige Überlebende. Er hat halt den Crash überlebt, weil er durch den Kontakt mit der Wave Existence seine speziellen Kräfte bekommen hat. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis. Kadomoni. Kadomoni ist der Name von dem Biocomputer. This is that place. Yeah, but Faye, even with your shared fate with Deus, why do you have such ancient memories? Usually human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Mia, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. Then this is the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Also die hat sich dann am Schluss halt 2 Kopien von sich gemacht, Miang und Ellie, und ist dann zurückgeblieben. Und das war's für heute.